Built at a cost of over £1 million and covering more than 1 million square feet, the Banner Lane factory is one of the finest in Europe. The functioning of the stores can be compared to that of a railway marshalling yard. The finished parts received from machine shops and outside suppliers are arranged in convenient order on the roller tracks. They are then collected in the right quantities and placed on the conveyor trays in the order required by the assembly lines. The conveyor passes through all the sub-assembly sections and along the main assembly lines, delivering the necessary parts to where they are needed. The crown wheel assembly is lowered onto its bearing and rotates freely. With the narrow conveyor track supporting only the center unit and the engine and rear axle overhanging on either side, the operators can work all round the tractor without hindrance. The delivery rate to the stores of details supplied by outside contractors is controlled by the Material Control Department. The tractor leaves the end of the assembly lines and is transferred to the wheel fitting station. The hydraulically operated jacking cradle rises to support the tractor whilst the wheels are attached. These are guided into position by floor rails .
About 5 years from the day when the Standard Motor Company produced their first Ferguson tractor in the Banner Lane factory at Coventry, England, Mr. Harry Ferguson, chairman of Harry Ferguson Limited, visited the plant to see the 200,000th Ferguson tractor come off the production line. With good leadership and happy conditions, they produce more and the place goes with a swing. On what is believed to be the most modern assembly line in Europe, an output of 300 tractors per day is maintained. With Sir John Black seated at his side, Mr. Harry Ferguson drives off the production line the 200,000th Ferguson tractor produced at the Standard Motor Company's works.
Peter Smith works with 4 tractors, and part of his success comes from using a machine whenever it can do a job more efficiently than a horse or a man. His 15 acres of soft fruit are worked by a tractor with short front and rear axles. The operation is so simple that a 9-year-old boy can do it without any difficulty. Peter Smith likes ploughing on the square, and his method saves time by avoiding the usual job of having to mark out the area to be ploughed. When he reaches a corner, he lifts the plough on the hydraulic, swings the tractor in a sharp turn by applying the near side brake, then he lowers the plough and goes on ploughing at right angles to his former direction. He can start the field either at the edge and work inwards, or in the center and work outwards, finishing off the field in the normal way.
It isn't long before we run into soft going and trouble for the tractors. We try various tactics and finally put the 3 tractors in tandem and get going again. This is the start of our trip across the Polar Plateau, and it doesn't look too promising. The purpose of our journey is to meet Dr. Fuchs, who's coming overland from the other side of the Antarctic continent.
The larger is the Massey Ferguson 65, the other the Massey Ferguson 35. The tractors are part of an all-embracing range of farm machines designed to meet the needs of farmers everywhere. A versatile, progressive range that offers... On a large farm, a team of MF65s can be put to many types of operation, working through the seasons according to the need.
Not 1, but 4 new tractors. The 175, 66 horsepower. The 165, with 58 horsepower. The 135, 45 horsepower. This really is a range. A tractor to suit every farmer.
Turning out equipment that sells worldwide, then those standards must be kept all day, everywhere. And constant, relentless checking is the only way. Checks on steering, checks on the braking system, checks on the clutch, checks on everything. Wherever we're building farm machinery, upwards of 22 tractors an hour roll off this one production line alone, ready for the toughest jobs farming can put them to. and sets of components for dozens more to be assembled elsewhere are being turned out in the same plant as well. Check, test, check, test. It's an obsession, but with thousands of parts making up one tractor, that's the way it must be if these machines are to give you the performance you paid for.
It's what Massey Ferguson's new 500 series is all about. The vital thing is the cab. From the start it was made part of the tractor so that noise, dust, heat and cold are shut out.
From the field to the lecture room, to see a rather different form of training in progress. The training of service mechanics is the biggest single activity at Stoneleigh. As the range and complexity of machines increases, the trained mechanic becomes a man of ever greater importance.
Okay, steady.
When you know how to split a tractor apart to get at the works without removing the cab, you're on the right road to cutting workshop time and costs. Every year, a considerable area of the training centre farm is set aside for training. People from overseas swell the numbers of those who take every opportunity to get practical experience with machines in the field. And a full range of tractors and implements is always available for this type of instruction.
More than any other manufacturer, Massey Ferguson has worked closely alongside farmers to develop a range of high-specification machines, comprehensively equipped to tackle the harshest of conditions and succeed against modern farming's universal enemy, time. Machine performance has become critical, a challenge that the Massey Ferguson 600 series has been designed to meet. It's proven itself to be strong, powerful and adaptable.
The new 300 series is a complete model family, offering a comprehensive choice of specifications in both 4- and 2-wheel drive, and with a full range of cab, platform and safety frame configurations. The 300 series is built here at the largest factory facility of its kind in the Western world. Like the world-beating machines it produces, Massey Ferguson's manufacturing and assembly plant at Banner Lane, Coventry, is the subject of a continuous and intensive program of investment and improvement. The installation of new computerized machine tools and advanced assembly techniques proclaims Massey Ferguson's future intentions. They are here not only to stay, but to stay in front. A newly designed cab offers the highest degree of safety, comfort and quietness, encouraging longer work periods and more efficient output.